Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. Velvet and I are out for a walk this morning. She's not feeling well. I've given her some probiotics, or kind of like a rescue gel, which is got good microorganisms in it that help the gut. And then she proceeded to want to lay back down. It does look like she had not a very good night in her stall last night, and meaning that the bedding was messed up. Looks like she's been up and down, and she did not want to eat her breakfast. So I went ahead after she laid down again. I got her up and I gave her some Banamine, and we are going for a walk to see if we can't maybe get her belly moving again. And usually I'll walk them on the property, but today I thought, well, I've got this nice road behind my house, and nobody's going to be on it today because it's Sunday, it's church day, everybody's at church. So, and if I take her away from the house, maybe it will get her gut moving a little bit. So we will see. This could be absolutely nothing, but it could end up being a big deal. So I decided to go ahead and turn the camera on and document it. Miss Velvet's 29 years old. I got her when she was 4 years old in Colorado. We've been together a long time, and she's very important to me. And we've been through ups and downs and bouts of sicknesses and championships and lots of highs and lows in her lifetime. So this is just me documenting. See, documenting my horse. She's pretty stinking perky. I mean, she is. I'm having to hold her back. So she's not sick, but her tummy's definitely not feeling good. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, Miss Velvet is doing better. It was a long day yesterday. It is the next day. I walked a total of 9 miles with her, gave her Banamine and then also probiotic, and I ended up a tube of electrolytes also, but she is doing much better. And we are in the house now, obviously, and I need to work on this wine. It's time for us to transport this Muscadine wine, and I promised you guys I would take you along. So a couple of things. We didn't have any sanitizer for our wine making stuff. Mr. Wonderful couldn't find his, I can't remember what it's called, Sani-Stat or whatever. So what we did do though is we did go and buy a bottle of vodka, which you can actually see sitting on the counter back there. And so what I have done is I have sterilized everything that this wine is going to touch with vodka. And so just so you know, this has all been sanitized. We go from kind of redneck brewing to a little bit more worried about bacteria and air and stuff like that. So Mr. Wonderful's told me exactly what to do, and now I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. And just put on the top side again, this is not professional winemaking. This is homestead winemaking. This is what we are doing, and I'm not saying that you should do it. We just like to share our adventures. So here is our bucket of muscadines that have been in this bucket for a week. We have stirred them once a day at the same time. Along with these muscadines is sugar, which there's 3 quarts of muscadine smashed, 18 cups of sugar, and 12 quarts of water in this bucket. And this has been fermenting and doing its thing. Oh, and 21 grams of yeast, and I just use regular bread yeast. Then we kept it covered in a dark spot, stirred it every day. Now we are going to, I forgot my bucket nets. Now we've got these at, these are actually paint filters, 5-gallon bucket paint filters. And I have put one on. They are elastic. This is what they look like when they come out of the bag. I have sterilized these with vodka. And now I'm actually going to double line this bucket just for good measure. The pulp in your fruit wines is actually what causes a bitter taste in your wine. And I am a sweet wine drinker because I'm a sissy wine drinker, and I'm aware of that. Don't make fun of me. So I have both of those liners on there, strainers, on this 5-gallon bucket. So the muscadines are gonna go in here and they're gonna strain. And I'm going to gently press them, not squeeze them, because again, I don't want to squeeze any of the pulp out. And then that juice is going to go into this this is a 3-gallon, I think, container. And then we are going to put the lid on and put the airlock on and the bubbler, and it will sit for another, I think, 6 weeks at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Okay, now we have dumped all of the muscadine and the juice, seeds and everything into the strainer in the 5-gallon bucket. There is my bucket that it just came out of. Now I'm going to lift this liner out, gently squeeze it, and put it back into this bucket. Now it will continue, actually I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna clean out this bucket really good first. Almost forgot a very important step. This bucket needs to be cleaned and sanitized. Okay, now this bucket has been cleaned and sanitized, and so I will lift out the filters with the muscadines, gently press it, not pressing any pulp out, and then I will transport that back to this bucket. And this is like leftover juice bucket. So basically we want to fill up this carboy with complete juice. And it has to be filled to the very top. So if we don't have enough juice, then we have to fill up whatever space is left. We don't want any air in here. So that's hence the reason why we'll let that strain more in here while we're working on getting this set up in case we need more juice. Okay, now let's see if we have any more drippings. We do. We'll dump our drippings into the bottle. Now I just need to top that off with water. All these recipes call for filtered water. I'm just using the water out of my fridge, which is semi-filtered. Almost. I am actually going to show you what happens next, or tell you what happens next and show and demonstrate, and then I'm going to deconstruct what I did and transport this to my bedroom closet. This needs to go in a cool, dark place, and so I don't want to fill it all the way to the brim and then transport it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to do here, and then I will get it transported to, I'll break it down, sanitize, and get it transported to where it's going to stay for 6 weeks. So I have my water here. I would top this off with water, and then this has all been sanitized with vodka. Here is my lid with my gasket, and it is going to go on top of the wine, like so. And then here is my plug. My plug will go on top of my lid, and then my bubbler will go on. Put this bubbler on. I will fill this bubbler up with vodka or sanitizer. I will put the cap in the bubbler and put the lid on the bubbler. So now I'm dropping it all back into its little vodka bath, and I'm going to transport it to the bedroom. Okay, and there she is in my bedroom closet. She's got her airlock on, the bubbler, and we'll just let her do her thing. And Miss Velvet is here feeling well and creating the normal 4 to 5 piles of poo that she creates a day. And she's eating, drinking well, and doing well. So that's a good report for her. It's always so scary when they get sick because you just don't know. They can't tell you anything. They can't tell you how bad is it, you know, is it just my tummy hurts, or is it, you know, that she's got something wrong with her kidneys or her bladder or something like that. So I'm very thankful that it was just a mild case of an upset tummy, colic. And, you know, again, I've said it before, but a lot of people don't understand that, you know, horses are so far from cows or sheep or any, you know, first of all, cows, sheep, goats are all ruminant animals, and horses only have one stomach. And a horse's stomach is more fragile than a mouse. So, you know, they don't do well with any changes of diet or anything like that. And I don't know what caused it. I mean, she's 29 years old. Who knows what caused it? But I'm just thankful that after some probiotics and a little bit of pain medicine, she is now well again and creating the little apples that I get to pick up every day. So it is fixing to storm on us, and I am going to grab some harvest baskets and some boxes, and we're going to go out and see how many tomatoes we can get off the vines before the rain comes. And the reason for that is because if you keep your tomatoes pretty dry, like I do, and then it rains a whole bunch, the tomatoes suck up all the moisture and it causes them to split. So we don't want our tomatoes to split because of the rain. So I would rather harvest them. Even if I harvest some of them a little bit early, I would rather harvest a tomato that doesn't have cracks in it. So we're gonna go out and do that. This is a chef's choice. I love these. These are the sunrise sauce. This is a giant pink Belgium. Look at the size of that tomato. Oh my word. These are Ozark pinks. And they're huge, but they're not ready. This is one of my favorite tomatoes. Queen of the Night. This plant is so prolific. This is a large barred boar. Unfortunately, it has already split. Well, look who I found just hanging out in the garden this morning. This is a tomato hornworm, and he is not welcome here. It's a funky little abomination. Fasciated blossom, which resulted in cat facing. This is tomato marglobe. Let's see, we've got some splitting here. This is Cherokee purple. These are beefsteaks that didn't get super big. Oh. These are very prolific. Even in soil that they were not super happy with, they got a really slow start. But this is a cherry tomato called Sweetie. And as you can see, they produce a lot of fruit. Wild garden. Very wild garden. Oh, look at these bell peppers, you guys. How amazing. Got bell peppers galore. Not a bad little haul. And I'm going to leave you guys there. The rain is coming. I think I just felt my first sprinkles. And it's going to be a nice relaxing day here on the farm. We try to rest on rain days. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.